So what are you seeing in this card? I'm seeing a very, very strong sense of right and wrong. A very strong sense of justice over injustice. And you could have had to really, really fight to be where you are at this time. I'm seeing a transformation. I'm seeing that you transformed yourself. You transformed yourself out of a bad situation, probably a bad love situation. I'm seeing, because I'm seeing two kinds of passion in this card when I look at this. These red wings of this beautiful angel. I'm seeing this passion, but two kinds of passion. So there was passion in the relationship. When you're in this relationship, there was passion in that, and also passion in the form of energy and passion in the form of determination. So you used that to get out of this relationship. You use this passion, and you had this great determination, and you got yourself out of this situation. It wasn't a good situation. I'm actually seeing a time where you had to really, really push yourself out of an emotional state to rise up into happiness again. Because I'm seeing, if you look at this card, there's water at the bottom, so this is emotion. And then I'm seeing this path coming up through the hills, up to the top of the hill into the sun. And that's what happened. You moved through these very, very, very difficult emotional feelings. You came up into the path and into the sun, and that's what you did. You did that yourself. So I'm also seeing in this card that this relationship was probably one-sided, or it was unjust in some way, but you pulled yourself out of this. You did it yourself. You could have kept yes, you could have kept a lot of this struggle quiet. I'm seeing you could have kept a lot of this struggle to yourself, because this beautiful angel, she's achieving things. She's achieving so much. This is the card of alchemy. It's getting yourself from one situation into another one. And this angel's working so hard. She's trying to kind of really carefully put the water from one cup into another one. She's really concentrating. But she looks very serene. She looks very peaceful. And so you were doing a lot of work to get yourself out of this. You were struggling to get yourself out of this, but maybe you weren't showing this to other people, or maybe people around you didn't realize that this was what you were going through. So you kind of had to go through these struggles maybe by yourself. That's what I'm seeing. But you did get yourself out of this. The next card you have your past is the Three of Pentacles. So yes, I'm seeing maybe you were ganged up on in some way while you're in this past relationship. I'm seeing 2 against 1, and I'm also seeing that, yes, earlier on when you're around this person in this relationship, when you're around this ex, you wanted the approval of someone. You wanted the approval of someone close to them. Now, there was someone around them who you were thinking, oh, am I ever going to get them to like me? What if I do this? What if I say this? Why don't they like me? And so I'm seeing that through this relationship, you didn't ever get this approval from this person. You never did get this. But by the end, when you wanted to get out, you really just didn't care. You didn't care who approved of you. You just wanted to get away from this whole thing. And you did do that. But yes, I am seeing that you were ganged up on as well. So it wasn't just you were struggling with this terrible person you had to get away from. You had other people kind of on their side against you as well. That's what I'm seeing. Terrible situation. The last card you have your past is the Fool. So yes, by the time you left this situation, you really didn't care what these 2 people or anyone else thought of you. You really did not care. You were like the Fool. You were like, I don't care what anyone thinks of me. I just want to get out of this. I don't care, even if I have to jump off a cliff, which is what this Fool's doing. I'm not saying you jumped off a cliff, but I'm saying, I don't care where I'm going to land. I don't care where I'm going to be. I just have to get out of this. Anywhere is better than this. That's what I'm seeing you're feeling at this time. And you got out. And you might have had this ex or this person trying to stop you from getting out, because I'm seeing this, if you look at this white dog barking at this man, he's saying, no, don't leave, don't go, don't jump off the cliff, but you were determined to leave, you were determined to do this. That's what I'm seeing. The first card you have your present is the World. So yes, the World can be about beginnings and endings. It can also be about being a learner, going from being a learner to a master, or going from being a student to a teacher. It can be that as well, because there are a lot of yes, going from one situation to another, going from someone who's inexperienced, doesn't know the ways of the world, to becoming a worldly person, someone who does know the ways of the world, that kind of thing. So I'm seeing you had the kind of learning that wasn't formal. This is the kind of learning that no book could teach you, that no classroom can teach you. This is the kind of learning you can only learn through experience. You had this experience of terrible hurt when you went through this, whatever you went through with this axe, with this temperance card. You had horrible hurt, you had even tragedy, I'm seeing you went through, and you escaped from this. And yeah, this is the kind of learning that can also be agony to experience, but it's the kind of learning that you never ever forget. You never forget what you've been through. You matured so much. You changed so much for the better after you came out of this horrible situation, and you became more worldly wise. And you became free. Look at this woman in the middle of this card. She's free. She's up in the clouds. She's kind of floating around in the clouds. And that's how you felt after you left this situation free. The next card you have, your present, is the Six of Wands. So yes, this is the victory card. You came out of this with your head held high. You weren't ashamed of anything. You had nothing to be ashamed of. And you're the person that you are now because you went through this. I'm seeing that again. And yes, I don't mean to go on about this. I don't mean to repeat myself. I know I get in trouble for repeating myself. But if I see things that are repeated, I say them. If I see the same thing, if it's telling me the same thing twice, 3 times, this is a message you have to hear, obviously. So I'm just telling you what I see. But yes, this white horse on this card can symbolize purity. So even though you got out of this, you had your head held high, you had victory, you got through the situation, you learned a lot from this experience, you still didn't become cynical, you didn't become jaded, you kept, a pure heart. So I don't mean you're an angel, nobody's an angel, I'm not an angel, but a lot of people would have come out of this a lot meaner, a lot more jaded, a lot more kind of cynical, a lot angrier. You didn't come out of it like that. You learned and changed, but you were still you. You still kept your pure heart about you, which is fantastic. The last card you have, your present, is the Six of Swords. I'm seeing this card literally, well, almost literally, sort of literally, actually. You might be helping someone, to move at this time. You might be, yes, you're helping them out practically, I'm seeing. This person might not actually want to move, but they have to move for some reason. There's still a lot of hurt in this card as well, but this is how this other person's feeling. They could have made a decision, or they could have made a lot of bad decisions that kind of led them to this point. I'm trying to say, because they had to move, they didn't want to. Excuse me, I'm seeing this could be a family member, because I'm seeing that you're not the only person who's helping them. I'm getting this feeling of they're feeling a little bit upset, more than a bit upset, and a bit embarrassed actually, to have to accept this help from people. Now, nobody minds helping them. You're all quite happy to do this help. But yes, that's what I was seeing. They're feeling quite embarrassed. And I think hurt from this whole thing, hurt from having to move, and they didn't want to be in this position. They didn't think they'd ever have to be in this position, but they are in this position. So yes, you're helping them practically. You're helping them to move, but you're also helping them emotionally. You're kind of putting your arm around them. You're supporting them. You're trying to say to them, it's not that bad. Once you get out of this, you'll be in a new place and you'll be so much better. You'll be more secure. These kinds of things are what I'm hearing you're saying to them. So the first card you have, your future, is the Chariot. So yes, again, this person you're helping is moving or traveling or whatever they're doing, but not by choice. I'm seeing that again. They don't want to do this. They're not happy about this. They're kind of frowning about it, like the man who's in this card. He's frowning. And the other thing I'm seeing in this card is I'm seeing a work situation. Now I'm seeing there's going to be some kind of, you're going to be given some kind of a project or some kind of a big task to do at work. This is going to involve a lot of kind of long-term organization. You might be in charge of other people, but you'll be using your mind and you'll be using your determination to kind of see this through to the end, and you will see this through to the end. This card can be about, evolving to another level as well, evolving, using your mind power, using your mind to evolve. You might use these skills to find a better position eventually, or find a higher position, or start your own business, or branch out on your own, or something like that. If you look at the man in this card, he's in charge of this chariot. He's kind of steering this chariot. He's steering these two sphinxes. But he isn't holding anything. He's not holding any reins. You might think, how is he going to steer these sphinxes if he doesn't have any reins? How is he going to push this chariot forward? He's using his mind. He's using his brain power. So this is the ultimate in manifesting, using your mind to achieve what you want. And that's what's going to happen here. You're going to be very successful in this project. It's going to get you to where you want to go, but also ultimately it's going to get you to where you want to go beyond this project. So you're going to finish this project, it's going to be successful, you're going to use these skills, you might even get some kind of award or some kind of great achievement, because I'm seeing this Six of Wands again. You might achieve something from that. That knowledge, whatever it is you gain, is going to help you to do something for yourself personally beyond that. That's what I'm seeing, something even better. It's going to lead to something really good. The next card you have for your future is, yes, the Tower. So this is probably why I've seen you going to a new workplace or starting your own business or something like that in the Chariot, because I'm seeing yes, I'm seeing some unhappiness in the workplace, or some problems around work or something like that. There could be a lot of problems underpinning your place at work. It might be the foundations aren't set correctly, something's wrong underneath everything. Maybe it's based on shaky financial foundations or something like that. I'm seeing there's probably going to be a shake-up around your workplace, and I'm seeing that yes, you're going to be thinking about going somewhere else after this shake-up, because I'm seeing that after this happens, I'm seeing some people moving around, and I'm seeing people might even leave the whole place. So you're going to have some people leaving, you're going to have some people moving around, you might have new management come in, you might have people, new owners, something like that, and it's really going to change the atmosphere of everything. I'm seeing that after the shake-up, things are not going to be the same. It's like you're going to be feeling like things just aren't the same as they were. I'm just not happy here. So that's perfect timing. That's why this Tower is going to be perfect timing for you, because after you've learnt whatever this is in the Chariot, the Tower comes along, these changes happen, and this is the perfect time for you to move away from your work and branch out on your own. And you're going to be able to do this, and this is going to be on your own terms. This is going to be fantastic for you. So the Tower is going to be really positive for you. It's going to come at the perfect time, and that's why I was seeing manifesting in the Chariot. Manifesting something that deep down you want with your mind, and it's going to happen. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have for your future is the Page of Wands. So yes, this new job or this new opportunity, it's going to be a lot more interesting. It's going to be a lot more creative. It's going to be more you. This job is going to be you. It really is. That's all I can say. It's going to be you. So yeah, this is more you than anything you've ever done before. So there's going to be, I am seeing a little bit of fear around this. I'm seeing that, you're going to be looking up to things like this Page of Wands looks up to the top of this wand and thinks, am I really going to be able to do this? Can I do this? I still have a lot to learn. How am I going to do this? Yes, you do have a lot to learn. You're going to have a lot to learn, but you're going to rise to the challenge. You're going to rise to the occasion. All things that are worth doing have a bit of fear in them, but you're going to be able to do this. And yes, this is going to be you. This is going to be you. And yes, as I say again, this Tower was perfect for you. Perfect timing. That's all I have to say about that. Pisces, I hope this resonated. As you know, general readings can't resonate with every single person. But again, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe, or leave a comment if you'd like to. Thank you so much for watching.